Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be between now and the end of next week because I did miss a week. So let's cover the energy. So between now and the 16th, please, Spirit, for my lovely Capricorns. Let's see what's going on. Can you give us a card or two to describe the energy? All right. Blessed. Love that. There's a few messages that I get with this, so take however it resonates with you. The first one is that it's really about gratitude and not needing to rush into the craziness or the big flow of life. Not needing to do that to be happy. So feeling blessed is kind of about understanding that there's no need to rush right now. There's no need to dive into, I'm hearing the ebb and flow. You know, maybe you're feeling not that life is stagnant. If that resonates with you, maybe it is, but it's more of the case of you're kind of above. I always see this as like a flow, like where things are moving constantly in life. And if you've been feeling like you've not been in that movement, then it's okay. You're feeling blessed because, you know, you're still developing and you're not quite ready yet to have things moving yet. So you are transforming. You are growing as a person. As you can see here, there is some work that she's doing on herself, kind of like a butterfly, right? She's coming out of this chrysalis. So you're still in development. So jumping into something this week is not the time to do that. Maybe it's the time to prep and plan. But in terms of your energy, there's almost this understanding that I'm not quite ready just yet to dive into something, but I'm feeling blessed where I am for whatever reason that is, okay? Sometimes as well, this card comes in about dodging a bullet. I don't know why I ever get that. It's about kind of like, I'm actually really happy that thing that I really, really wanted, or that person I really, really wanted didn't happen, or that outcome didn't happen because I'm not quite ready for it just yet. Whatever it is to you. Okay, so let's carry on with this. I will say I did try to do the beginning of your reading actually, and a few cards came out before I turned it off because the trains were so loud because the window was open, so I had to close it. And I'll explain to you what I saw because the unfinished symphony card came up for you, which kind of represents closing out a very old chapter and one that the door might still be open. So whether that means going back to maybe the past is coming up, this could just be merely a memory, or again, it could be a specific person or a situation that might be coming up again for you to close it out for good. It's like something is unfinished. It needs returning to fully close it out, to learn a lesson that you may have missed, or to deal with it the way that you might have needed to deal with it. And maybe that's why you're feeling blessed. Maybe you're able to go back to something with more knowledge, with more wisdom, with more understanding, with more peace, whatever it is, okay? And the other one that came up was, what was it? Let me just remember for a second. Let me see if I can find it actually. What was it? Oh, and it was the clean it up card, I think. Oh no, it was a change in a wind. That one was on the bottom of the deck. So a change in a wind. So things are changing. You're actually kind of being guided to go in a different direction in life. Maybe you can start to feel that. Or again, maybe it's something is on your back. I will show you the card actually. I will pull another one from a different deck for you, but just so that we can get that message from the last snippet of a video I tried to do. So the message behind this card is that there's two ways to go with this too. So again, take it however it resonates in your life. Either you are, regardless, there is this wind of change that's pushing you here, whether it's pushing you to go in a different direction for some of you, for others of you, something is holding on to you, or you might be holding on to it, and it's just not going to be serving you. It can't come with you into this next chapter. Okay, so for some of you, there definitely is an energy of releasing, and kind of it being the beginning of some sort of change in your life, or a beginning of a new chapter, where I do feel like there is this wind kind of being like significant, which always represents change and movement for me. So when it comes up during a reading, your life is definitely going to be moving soon. It's just that there could definitely be, again, a need to let go of something or to go in a different direction. But there is some gratitude here with that blessed card. Again, it's about understanding something from that higher perspective and feeling quite blessed that things are happening the way that they are, even if at the time you didn't quite see that. But let's carry on. For my lovely Capricorns, please, Spirit. Okay, crown chakra, connecting to the universe, receiving interesting dreams. Okay, make sure you write them down or analyze them in whatever way suits you, because there could be some significant messages coming through in your subconscious, or which is your dream state, maybe through meditation. This is about directly receiving information from the universe. Okay, it's the crown chakra on the top of your head here. Let's get you some more. I'm missing a deck. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to get you an animal spirit for Capricorn this week. Ooh, you have the lion. This is be generous of spirit. Be generous of spirit. So being thankful, I think that you are connecting to spirit definitely here and understanding something deeper. Maybe you went through a little bit of a period of kind of criticizing the universe because it wasn't quite understanding why things were changing, maybe against what you wanted or not working out in your favor. I feel like you're really understanding it now. You have destiny. So something's really highlighting the fact that something is happening because it's supposed to happen in your life. Destiny is really about, this is your destiny. Some of you could really be stepping into your purpose. If not now, the energy is moving you over there. Okay, so whether these changes are again stepping you into your destiny, helping you step into your destiny. In this case, for some of you, if there is or has been a breakup, or again, people in your life, it can be a separation from people. This card kind of does say that some people come into your life to teach us a lesson, and sometimes it's part of the soul contract. It's something that we wrote before we came here. Don't criticize me, I'm just a messenger. If you don't agree with that, then that's completely fine, Capricorn. But it's like sometimes we know and we have this contract with somebody, and we know about it before we come here because it's supposed to teach us something. Okay, it's for your soul's purpose, not for your physical self's purpose. Okay, it's for your soul's purpose. All right, gaining a lesson about something. So this is about things being pre-written in your life. And soulmate, so definitely highlighting people in your life being significant at this time. Okay, so whether you already have a love interest, in which case destiny would again suggest that you and this person both agreed to meet each other in this world, and if not yet, then maybe you will be coming across somebody who again you've known before in a spiritual soul way. All right, what else is here? We have some keywords for you. Okay, being called to have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order, understanding that spirit is doing something here. Maybe you don't understand it when you're going through it. Oh, you have grief here. Now, again, some of you may be grieving around this time, Capricorn, or grief doesn't have to be just about somebody who's passed, although some of you could definitely be thinking about some people and reminiscing on some people who have passed here, in which case they're always around you. All right, remember that. But for some of you, grief can also just be about losing something, feeling a loss in some way. All right. So this says here, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And we have some more oracles. I promise I'll go into the tarot in a second. Let's get some more for Capricorn. Let's get 3 or 4 of these. Okay, the first one. New beginnings. New beginnings coming up for you, Capricorn, which is a nice sign. You have surrender and release. Then there is some celebration coming up for you, and the full moon could be significant here. And trust. And I do feel like you're being guided to trust. There is a constant theme here that you might not be able to see fully what spirit is trying to do in your life, but that's why surrender and release is here. They're moving you into a new energy. Okay, let's dive into your tarot and see what the hell is going on for you. For my lovely Capricorns, please let's get one card to represent the overall energy between now and the 16th of June. 2 of Cups, soulmate, something very significant about your relationships. Let's get one for Capricorn, how Capricorn will be feeling. 2 of Pentacles. So what you're going to be doing this week is clearly either being very busy or trying to balance something in your life. This is kind of like a multitasking, doing 2 things at once, or again, trying to bring something into balance. You have 2 twos as well, so partnerships. Okay, being significant, collaborations. Let's talk about why the Two of Cups is your theme for between now and the end of next week, because Two of Cups is about relationships, okay, partnerships with people. Sometimes it can just represent soulmates, so that's friendships, family members. Sometimes it's even just some stranger that you meet that has some purpose. The Five of Cups came out to represent this, so you might be experiencing some disappointment or emotional upset or distress to do with your relationships. And you have the Page of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like there is some sort of lesson when it comes down to your partnerships that needs a little bit more research, if that makes sense. So again, I feel like it's really about going to the root of an issue. So let's say for as an example, maybe, you know, you've had a few relationships and they have like a common theme. Dive deeper into that, like pay attention to the messages or to the signs, because I feel like the answer is there. You just have to dive deep into it. The Page of Swords can be a triggered energy, so I don't know if that's you or somebody else. Someone could be watching, someone could be a little bit triggered by you at this moment, or you, them. But the Page of Swords is also about research and gaining an idea. Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles is a card of continuously putting work into something. And just because you cannot see the progress on the surface doesn't mean that it's not happening. So for some of you, I don't know if you're feeling like you've not learned a lesson when it comes down to a particular relationship. I don't know if this person's still in your life or not. Because you have grief here, they're probably not. The Five of Cups speaks about focusing more on the negatives and having a little bit more of a pessimistic approach to something, and not looking at what might still be there. So there's clearly two sides. So for those of you who are not in a relationship anymore, they are asking you to dive deep into what may have caused this, or what may have caused you to be attracted to somebody who's like this, or for whatever reason. They're asking for you to really dive deeper into it, to understand something, because there is a root issue. And maybe a reason why it's still actually plaguing your mind if it's something that's happened maybe a while ago. The Moon, Three of Swords and Judgment, is about deep heart, deep emotion. Something has affected your subconscious, you know. So whether that, you know, whether this relationship has the feeling that I'm getting, Capricorn, is that it's kind of, maybe it was super traumatic, or the pain of something was very traumatic, and now it's kind of giving you some sort of subconscious belief that might not be serving you. Whether that is like you're not good enough, or you should never trust anybody ever again and close yourself off to people. Like there is something that is not serving you that you've learned from your last relationships, even if it's from your parents, you know. They're asking you to address something, because there is still a deep pain and a deep heart that needs to be released so that you can be free from it. Okay, the ultimate goal is so that you can be free from something. It's never about the other person, whether it's forgiveness that's needed, or again, we did have this unfinished symphony. There's something that needs to be looked at, to be learned from, so that you can release the pain that something has caused and no longer be attached to it. Like you can see here, this is pulling her heart apart. It's been stitched up, but it's still connected to something that's still hurting her or pulling at her. So some of you, whether it's protecting your heart or again releasing some pains, is super important to let it go and to see something clearly and to surrender to what's happened so that you can move forward. Right. I will carry on, but let's look at your energy. Can I get one more actually for the Two of Cups? Is there any other message coming through with this? The Queen of Wands. This may have impacted your confidence. Okay, Queen of Wands is a very beautiful energy. It's about, you know, being attractive and naturally just gaining attention because of your unique personality, having really creative ideas, being a creative person, having that spark to you, being confident, being beautiful inside and out. Okay. Maybe this relationship or a situation with someone has kind of impacted your independence and your confidence. And the Tower, it's kind of hit you to your core here. It's hit a structure. Whatever they mean by that, like it's hit something that was built. Interesting. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Six of Pentacles and the Devil. So Six of Pentacles is about paying attention to what you're giving your time and energy to and making sure that it's balanced. I think you were in a situation, maybe for some of you, only for some, where somebody was quite manipulative and maybe gaslit you a lot. Like you knew that you deserved better and maybe even spoke to somebody about it. And it feels like they manipulated you into thinking that you were not good enough or you didn't do enough or whatever. It's clearly something that targeted maybe your heart. Again, it's like to do with your core, like something about your personality or something. Six of Pentacles though, paying attention to what you're paying attention to. I wouldn't give this any more satisfaction of bringing you down. I feel like they're asking you to step back into the Queen of Wands regardless of gender. It's about confidence within yourself, understanding that you are unique. There is gifts that you bring to the world, so it's about bringing that back to life again, gaining that spark again, gaining that fiery energy, that passion back again in your life, because something has clearly made you quite upset. And the illustration on the Lightseers card of this Five of Cups is interesting because, you know, she does still have some full cups here. She's got here. But because something did not work out, she's now kind of going in a bit of a spiral and starting to sabotage what she does have left because of the emotional pain that something else has caused her. So if that's you, again, like if you feel like you're self-sabotaging or, you know, whatever, they're kind of asking you to focus on what you do have and grow it, okay? Kind of letting go of the pain that something has caused is clearly a big theme. Surrender and release, new beginnings. Let's look at why you're in a Two of Pentacles energy. Page of Pentacles. So that's what's going on deep down that they're asking you to address. But on the surface layer, this feels like it's to do with your career or your work, or can be just about the things that you're doing for yourself here. Sometimes things are just personal development. It's like you're working on something. Sometimes it's yourself. Two of Pentacles, again, is about balancing, juggling something. There is always a message actually that comes with this saying, whilst you're busy, make sure you're paying attention also to your feelings and emotions, because back here, there is a lot of chaos going on, a lot of big waves, which represents feelings. So you might be diving yourself into work and into something to avoid certain feelings, but they're kind of asking you to address it here because there is something to look at deeper that will help you with your confidence that might be impacting your career, for example, or again, whatever it is that you're working on. So Page of Pentacles represents learning something new. So you guys could have started like a new job and it's something that you're, still learning at this time, or you could be studying something new or just doing something new is a good energy with this Page of Pentacles. I always say it's about putting that first step into like a new thing. Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, definitely like working hard. You have the Ace of Wands. That's interesting because it did come out with the Death card too. So death here says death and rebirth is a cycle. There's an infinity sign here. And you have the Ace of Wands. So this represents ending of old, beginning of new. And the Ace of Wands is a beginning of something new, and it's something passionate. So for some of you, specifically in your career, I definitely am sensing new beginning, like either a new stream of income, a new idea that brings in a new stream of income once you're working on it. Two of Pentacles can sometimes mean as well, you could be, developing your own business while you're also doing like a 9-to-5, and you're trying to balance it so that one can start to, pay out more than the other, and then you can put yourself into that full time, for example. I just feel like you're constantly working on something. You are bringing something to life with the Ace of Wands. There is a new energy happening for you, which is nice. Anything else need to know about what Capricorn's energy is this week? The Ten of Wands. That's always nice because it's about really finally coming to the end of a really exhausting chapter. Just be careful of burning yourself out. Okay, that's something that I have to say. Especially with all these feelings going on here and you working to maybe avoid them. Ten of Wands is saying you're finally reaching that end goal where you can finally let go of what you've been holding on to and start fresh. You have the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this feels like you're actually really close to closing something out and beginning something new. Something that's going to, look at the difference between these cards. One is more gray. There's not much fire in it anymore. And this one is brand new and it's completely fiery. It's beautiful colors. So this transformation might be difficult that you're probably already going through. It is a change that maybe you were not expecting. But I do see it really being something positive. The Ace of Wands is lovely. All right, let's get you some advice cards. For Capricorn, please, Spirit. One more. Okay. So the one that's showing itself to me straight away is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, we love that. This is you, again, building a really solid structure for the long term here. This is so interesting. Look at this. There's a very big difference here. This is what you're focusing on, and this is who you will become. All right, Capricorn, this is earth energy. All right, we have a lovely rabbit down here, which represents fertility, new things. Some of you could end up, having a baby if that's what you're wanting. This feels like it's something that you're walking into. And this is advice as well, as to focus on your longevity, focus on building yourself up, okay? So that you can reap what you've sown, in a positive way. It's a really good card of abundance and having built that up for yourself. This feels like what you've kind of been through. The Tower, Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is like, just feels like a storyline. These people have been kicked out and now they're in this like helpless and disappointed energy, feeling left out, feeling hard done by is the words coming to mind. Tower is divine intervention. So for some of you, this could have just been like a secret that came out or information that came out, or again, something got, what's the phrase? Something's coming to my mind. Something got ugly really fast. And a Five of Pentacles is, maybe it's a financial loss, maybe something happened very abruptly and it hit the structure that was built. Five of Pentacles, about seeking help, seeking advice. And so this is your advice, is kind of about making back what you've lost, but on your own now, like not in a sense of loneliness, but in a sense that maybe you were working on something with somebody else and, maybe something happened to that. Maybe it was the other person. I don't know. Somebody may have broke your trust. I'm not quite sure, but it definitely was something that can be, can bring in a lot of fear that if I build this up again, is the same thing going to happen? But the Queen of Pentacles is sitting on her throne and she's extremely stable. So like building an empire that is kind of like, it's like untouched, or it can't be touched, is what's coming to mind. And I think this is why they're asking for patience here, is because things at the moment may seem, like they've been definitely destructive. But a change is happening and it's going to put you back in this position again. So keep doing what you're doing. I like it. Dive deep into an issue seems to be the advice. Release, surrender what's happened so that you can step into rebuilding that. Because you do a celebration and trust here. So Spirit is almost saying, like, I know that it seems really hard at the moment, and it is really hard for you at the moment, especially to even have faith, but saying trust that everything is going to be fine, because it is. You will be celebrating something, okay? And it does seem like it's this brand new beginning and getting your spark back and feeling more confident and actually having stability in your life. But maybe they've been trying to show you something in your dreams, because that seventh chakra is there. Whether you've just been receiving downloads from the spirit world or whatever, like they do seem to be telling you something here. Alrighty, let's quickly grab you some tea leaf tarot and see what's going on here. Okay, that's a lot. Right, you have, everything's falling. You have Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. You have success. You have someone new is entering your life. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. You are on the road to success. March could have been significant for you. You have some spiritual love coming away. Time to get out of a situation. These two actually came up together. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation, and beware of self-delusion. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. I wish you guys all the best. Let me know how the reading was for you, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.